Alright, so in one of my recent videos, I talked about the Omega clasp and how it has those push button release things, the push button release. And I talked about how I was scared, or I would be scared if I was wearing a watch like that. I'd be scared if I accidentally, pressed both of the buttons, that the watch would come flying off. And how I love the flip-lock because that's not going to happen. And even on a Seiko, even on that cheap Seiko that I reviewed, it had a flip-lock, and I prefer even the cheap tin can Seiko clasp. I prefer that over an Omega clasp with push buttons. And someone left a comment on that video. I'll put it on the screen here now. It said something like, "Oh, well, you'd have to press both of the buttons at the same time, so that's very unlikely. It's not going to happen." Well, I was watching Archie Luxury's stream today, and one of the guys he had on brought up that problem, and he demonstrated it, and I'll show you that right now as well.
I'm wearing my 90s Speedmaster. Archie, have you seen the problem I have with this watch?
What's that?
Look at that bracelet. When I do like that, it opens up. You see?
I just need the clasp tightened, I think.
Like,
Is it
You
too
see?
tight or is it not tight?
no, it's like in the middle. I like when it's a little, like a little loose, like this.
Yeah, I like it loose as well. I don't want it too tight. I hate it when it's tight. It shits me off.
So as you can see, it's not that unlikely. All he had to do was bend his wrist like that, and the watch came off. I mean, can you imagine you were in the water or in the ocean, or even on rocky or hard concrete ground? That watch comes off your wrist and your watch is broken, or at least you've got a $2,000 or $3,000 repair job on your hands. You're talking about possibly replacing the case, the crystal, the pushers if they were affected. The movement surely got a hard shock. So it's not that unlikely. I guess this is kind of a "I told you so" to that commenter, because my point was proven. I don't like push button clasps. I think it's lazy, and it would be way better to have a flip-lock clasp on everything. Sports watch, dress watch, any bracelet should have a two-layer locking system for the clasp. So my point stands about that. All right, anyway, peace out.